Oh my God, it is not a joke. Our crypto whale just turned completely around. The developer of Cardano just opted to promote XRP, and Michael Saylor is doing it again. Hey, lovely individuals. I want to do something I haven't done in a while. Wow. This is what the crypto market has been like for the last 2 weeks or so. We have had good times and bad times. Now we can see the big crypto whales. We can see the crypto whale we've been monitoring for the past week or so, flippity flop again. As you can see below, a 40x Bitcoin whale has just opened a Bitcoin short valued more than $1 billion. His price after liquidation is 110. What do you think will happen next? He said, "This is crypto whale, James Wynn. He went from $1.2 billion long to $20 million short, then to $40 million plus, and finally to a $10 million loss. He flipped to short. Bitcoin short for $220 million at 40 times leverage. I think he's right this time." Is that right? Will he maybe arrive with a "here it says" I note? I suppose he closed it a little bit. He shut some of it down because it says a billion here and 200 million here. So he got a little more aggressive. He's all over the place. Yes, I suppose this is how the market feels right now. We don't really know what will happen next. Why? We may close this holiday weekend with the president saying, "You know what?" On the other hand, we discussed with the EU and made a decision. We're going to make a deal. I've seen several things on Twitter that are new. There may or may not be phony news regarding a possible agreement getting done. We don't know. But something like that may really change the market. And even though the market is going down, we don't know, XRP is now worth $2.30, so down only by a little less than 1%. It really held well. You can see that it got right to my support level zone here and then sprang up. So that's a favorable sign for XRP right now. But we all know that things can get extremely strange on Sunday nights and Monday mornings. But this weekend, we kind of went into it on a low, unlike last week's Sunday, when we went into it on a high. So it'll be really intriguing to see what happens tomorrow, isn't that right? Tomorrow is Monday. Yes. No matter what happens, it's a unique Monday. Since the stock market is closed, it's a long weekend. It's more like a Sunday than a Monday then. I guess that's the phrase, if you catch my drive. Get the idea? Get what I mean? I believe that's how it goes. Because of the long weekend, this Monday is just like any other Monday. So let's see what happens with the price action here. And it will be really intriguing to see. Will Ethereum be able to hold 2,500 throughout the weekend? It did break down below it. SUI is down now that the hack is over, although it's not as bad as it was here. It has pulled back. How much has it been pulled back since then? Around 16%. So it has gone back. You never know what's going to happen, which is why I won't tell you to purchase, sell, or hold day to day. And of course, this isn't financial advice. Do you always want to do something before you decide to invest? The market seems a lot more fragile than it used to be, and it could be due to a number of things. There are the algorithms. There may be fresh investors coming in recently. We aren't seeing a lot of excitement from retail, though. We've talked about this before in the data, like the Google searches and YouTube views, and we haven't seen a major change in those. It's kind of interesting, but we'll have to wait and see what happens in the markets. Cardano founders' words in support of Ripple and XRP are interesting. Let's hear it. What we said to them was, "Look, we're here to lend a hand. We think that XRP and DEFI are highly essential, and a stable coin is a big part of that. We want to find a way to receive genuine US dollars on Cardano. What they said is that it sounds interesting in principle, but there are a lot of things that need to be worked out, including how it would work and how it would fit in with these other things. So, do they want to go via a routing layer, like Layer 0, which is what a lot of these folks are starting to do? Or do they want a direct integration and issuance? So we said, look, we will implement the integration for free because we like the XRP community, but we're still talking about whether we can reach an agreement and if it makes sense for both sides. But we're also thinking about different solutions for the broader ecosystem. That's why he likes them so much. They're going to do it for free, he says. So, it's been a while. The Cardano and XRP communities have been getting a little lovey-dovey. And most importantly, Charles has been talking to Ripple and Brad. So, it will be really intriguing to see what happens next and how the bridge between XRPL and Cardano could work. It's extremely very intriguing to keep up with it. The Dubai government has also officially started using the XRP ledger for digital assets. So I've kept talking about this. I still think that Dubai is going to be one of the best destinations for crypto, if not the best. A lot of companies are going to go there because of the tax cuts. And Ripple and XRP are going to be at the front of that, which will be really intriguing to observe. Michael Saylor, with his well-known orange dot graph. I don't think he's going to come out tomorrow and buy, because it's a holiday. So it's likely that it will happen on Tuesday. I believe he forgot that today is a holiday, and he put it out on Sunday. But they're going to keep building up their Bitcoin war chest as part of their strategy. They keep buying. He doesn't mind. Up, down, high, and low. They buy if he has potential, and they perceive an opportunity. Is that right? And that will be really intriguing. And pay attention, even though the news about tariffs between the EU and the US caused the markets and Bitcoin to drop a little, we still had a record-breaking week. The weekly volume of US spot Bitcoin ETFs just exceeded $25 billion, the biggest level since they started. BlackRock has not had any money leave for 30 days in a row. They now hold 3.3% of all Bitcoin, or 70 billion Bitcoin dollars, not 71 billion. There are just 21 million of them. I was thinking, wait a minute. What I said doesn't make sense. I'm a little fatigued because it's late at night and I was at a wedding. So, with such a strong week for the Bitcoin ETFs, Bitcoin hitting all-time highs, and the altcoin market still lagging behind, it will be very fascinating to see how the markets react. We have talked about this. People are becoming a little frustrated in the comments because XRP isn't moving to all-time highs. But this is typical. People feel impatient when they see something going up. They have FOMO. They don't get how the market works. So it's really crucial to understand